The National Hot Rod Association presents Championship Drag Racing on ESPN Speed World. The NHRA, the world's largest motorsport sanctioning body, showcasing speeds in excess of 290 miles an hour and traveling the quarter mile in less than 5 seconds. Championship Drag Racing from the NHRA. The NHRA Winston Championship Drag Racing season is a 9-month, $18 million extravaganza of speed. The most recent stop on the 19-event series was the biggest drag race of them all, the 35th Annual U.S. Nationals at Indianapolis Raceway Park. At that event, a new national record was established by the driver that won drag racing's most coveted top fuel title. Darrell Gwynn set the mark in qualifying at 4.98 seconds, then marched through the field to race Dick LaHaye in the final round. Parts breakage stopped LaHaye as Gwynn blasted a 5:04 at 280 miles an hour for his first ever top fuel U.S. Nationals crown. Don Prudhomme had quite a weekend at Indy, setting the quickest ET in funny car history at 5.17 seconds as he won the Big Bud Shootout, then took home his 7th U.S. Nationals title as he beat the Winston Series points leader Bruce Larson with a 5.27 second time at over 270 miles an hour. Another double winner was Pro Stock driver Larry Morgan. He wheeled his Oldsmobile to victory in the Mr. Gasket Hurst Pro Stock Challenge. Then on the final day of the Nationals, captured his first ever Winston Series Pro Stock title as he defeated Bob Clinton. His time 7.36 seconds at over 185 miles an hour. With 5 races remaining for the year, the drag racing focus now shifts to the pastoral Pennsylvania Dutch country near Reading for the 5th annual running of the Castrol GTX Keystone Nationals. Hello, everybody. I'm Dave McClelland, and welcome to Maple Grove Raceway. After such a phenomenal U.S. Nationals, nobody expected the Keystone Nationals to provide the level of excitement we have witnessed thus far. For more on that story, here's my good friend Steve Evans.
Dave, this race always gives Shirley Muldowney an opportunity to get together with her family, many of whom live in the Northeast. Her mother, May Rock, is here looking lovely, her sister, Linda Peak, and her niece, Kathy Peak. And, of course, her husband, Ron Tobler, is always around because he is the crew chief on this pink automobile. Now, Shirley Muldowney, as you well know, has won 3 Winston Top Fuel titles and numerous national events, but she has never held the national record. Well, that all changed here this weekend in qualifying. Shirley rocketed to a 4.97 second elapsed time. Now, she has set the record before, but never been able to back it up so that it was official. Well, she did this time, came right back at 5 seconds flat. And earlier today in round number 1, she dispatched Gene Snow with another 5 flat. Well, the answer to the question, can Shirley do it consistently, is here. 5 flat.
Oh, and the wheels were in the air a long time, Steve. I was a little worried about that, but he did do a wheel stand, didn't he?
Indeed, he did. In fact, that's been a big problem here in this first round.
Well, evidently we guessed it right. Oh, this car is right on the money. Got to be our day.
Oh, boy, it may be. David, Shirley Muldowney has just completed warming up the car to face Joe Amato in round number 2. Now, even though Shirley has run 4.97, 5 flat, and 5 flat, she won't have lane choice. Amato stole that by 3 1/1000ths of a second, but neither one of them were the quickest in round number 1 earlier. Gary Ormsby, 4.99, and Darrell Gwynn at 5 seconds flat. Now, Shirley hasn't been the only one doing some record bashing. Don the Snake Prudhomme in funny car qualifying, 5.17. First round today against Art Hindy, a 5.24. Prudhomme has got the record, but not at 5.17 because that's not within 1% of 5.24, so the record is 5.24. Don Prudhomme, you accomplished something here you couldn't do at Indianapolis. You have set the record, but not at 5.17, 5.24.
Well, we still got a lot of work to do. Maybe we can get it down a little bit lower. It didn't leave right. Something was wrong with it up there.
It didn't leave right and ran 524?
Well, it really didn't. You know, it stumbled. I had to stage first up there, and they're making me do all those sort of things to mess with me.
You've backed it down a little bit for race day?
Yeah, a little bit, but we're not now. We're going to step on it, Steve.
All right.
Steve, obviously Prudhomme prepared to lower that record yet once again before this day's over. Now it's time for round number 2 action in Top Fuel Eliminator. Here is Dick LaHaye. It was just 2 weeks ago that LaHaye ran his first sub-5-second run. It came at the U.S. Nationals at Indianapolis Raceway Park. Running alongside of him here at the Keystone Nationals, the 23-year-old out of Corpus Christi, Texas. This is Laurie Johns at the wheel of the Jolly Rancher Special. It is a cloudy, overcast day here, but a huge crowd is jammed into Maple Grove Raceway. These are practically ideal conditions for competition in the nitro-burning categories of Top Fuel and Funny Car. Dick LaHaye qualified with a 5 seconds flat for the number 4 spot. He beat Paul Smith in round 1, while Laurie Johns had a 5:05 in qualifying, and she beat Mike Brotherton in her first round race. In that race, as we saw a few moments ago with Gene Snow going into a wheel stand, Mike Brotherton did a giant wheel stand, lots of traction right at the starting line. That's what's allowing these sub-5 second runs. LaHaye in the near lane. And easily Dick LaHaye pulls ahead and sets a new national record. He lowers Shirley's record by 0.02 of a second. His time 4.972. His speed over 284 miles an hour. As we watch again, you can see how the power of LaHaye's car paid off from start to finish. He was well ahead at the 8th mile point. Then at the finish line, he handily beat the 5:19 by Johns. His 5 flat qualifying time served as the required 1% backup. And as the jubilant crew heads down to pick him up, he is the new national record holder. Let's go to Steve at the far end.
That Top Fuel ET record, David, may be black and blue before this is all over. You have set it now, Richard, at 4.972.
Oh, Lord, thank you very much. What a weekend. I mean, we thought we could run a 4 here, because we did at Indy, and we've been awful, just wanted to pace ourselves, and we wanted the lane choice on Darrell. We'll see how quick he runs here.
What makes this racetrack so good?
It's the overcast right now, and the sun is not shining on it, and the preparation that NHRA does to the track, this track just comes around every year, year after year after year.
There's bonus points if you can back it up.
Oh, I need those points, I'll tell you that.
He's going to go for it.
Steve, him and about 6 other drivers are going to go for it. The 1989 NHRA Castrol GTX Keystone Nationals is being brought to you by Castrol, the motor oil engineered for today's smaller car. And by Fran Bendix Autolife, all quality products of Allied Automotive. And by Firestone. Watch it. We're on the move. More second round Top Fuel racing in a moment.